Is there times when you're reading the script, especially since John Abruzzi's been offed and Tweener's been offed? Is there times where, for example, the beginning of the one episode where Bellick is sitting there with shotgun in mouth, ready to end it, are you reading that or do you just pass it all? You're like, no, 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 no. And is that a concern for you too?
You mean a killing off our characters?
Yeah, you're always kind of you start
10
reading
little
and
Indians right there.
Start flipping through it.
Yeah, it's just like the fates. I just wonder when my number's up.
You know you're gonna die. There's three things in life that are certain. You're gonna die off this show. That's the third thing. It's just a question of when.
Yeah, just I think that's one of the interesting things about it, though. You were just telling the story. He was just telling a story about T-Bag's life and getting a script with a line in it that informed him, and the thing about doing Prison Break is it's kind of like a parallel existence with Wade Williams' life, Bellick and Wade Williams. I don't know what's going to happen to Wade Williams. I don't know what's going to happen to Bellick either. So a lot of the actors I know in the show talk a lot to the writers and ask them what's going to happen. I never do. I think it's a lot more fun for me to just read the script and find out what the heck's going to happen, and then I deal with it just like I do in my real life. So in a strange way, I'm a little less of an intellectual actor. I don't think about things too much. I just go for it.
Sure.
And the writers have written such rich things for all of our characters that it's just fun to just see where they're going to take us. But at the same time, like you're saying, you never know if you're going to.
So you trust them. You figure the show's working.
Yeah.
And why mess with it? I've never ever called them up and said, I totally disagree with this. Where are you going? What the hell are you doing to me? Who am I to? I'm not a writer. I'm a suggester. So I can't tell them what to do. They got this grand scheme of things here.
Oh, and they're so good at it too. I mean, I just think it's a lot of fun. It's an actor's dream.
And the writers have done an incredible job of taking not only Bellick and then now his sidekick Geary, but also taking these once 8 criminals, and everybody loves every single character. Even T-Bag, for as monstrous as he's been, people root for him. And being able to do that with these characters is always impressive because you don't want to kill characters that you love. The fans come out for everybody.
You also don't want to get rid of characters that give you great conflict in the story. If everybody's a goody two shoes, it's where's the drama?
Right.
You got to have conflict. You got to have people going against the hero every step of the way. And since you're doing one small fraction of a big movie, every episode either has to come from him, it has to come from me, it has to come from the company people, Kellerman or Mahone or the vice president or whatever. It's always about thwarting the efforts of the hero. Always. Otherwise, you don't have a story. You say, okay, campfire's over, good night.
They say in the theater that the hero is only as good as the villain. The better the villain is, the more intense and smart and intellectual the villain is.
And
the more intense and smart and intellectual.
Nobody's going to follow these and love these villains unless they love the heroes too.
Yeah.
Because you don't want these heroes to be destroyed.
Do you guys have any aspirations to go bigger? Do either of you want to try to direct a Prison Break episode?
Oh boy.
I got enough trouble learning my lines. You got the lamb.
I got the lamb, baby.
Ground potatoes.
Ooh, look at that.
Perfect. So just you would rather stay on that side, at least for now.
I want to direct. I don't think I want to direct Prison Break. That's like looking at a huge maze.
I've written a couple of scripts.
Is it harder too to direct something like that where you're comfortable with everybody and suddenly you kind of have to be the boss?
I think it would be hard. I got to tell you, I love all of our fellow actors, but the hardest scenes for me to shoot are the days when we have real ensemble days of all the guys from prison. When I got to work with Amaury and Wendt and Rockman and Dom and Wendt, all these guys in the same scene, and we know each other so well, and we keep remembering, oh yeah, we hate each other. We have big conflicts with each other, and we know each other so well, at least as far as playing the characters. It's tricky to keep it like, come on, show me something I don't know.
Sure.
as the director, you keep that objectivity, but I think it would be tricky. Paul Edelstein trailed Sergio for an episode. I think he's gearing up for one.
Is he going to direct one?
Well, I mean, he wants to direct, so Kellerman, I think he'd be a great director.
Well, and he's kind of removed, like you said, when it's an ensemble, it's hard. Paul kind of floats in his own kind of storylines in and out, and doesn't.
And
really
he
have
is
to
the biggest, most evil person on the show. I just want to
just make that clear.
Insidious.
They know where we're coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his character's always changing gears along the way.
Yeah.
You said you had scripts that you're writing?
Oh yeah, I've written a couple of scripts, a short film or two, and I do music and stuff. I love stuff like that. It fascinates me, not so much directing, but how a film is put together after it's shot. How a scene can completely change depending on how it's edited. And one of the great, I think, things about film and television acting is that actors get 3 or 4 different tries at it, as opposed to a theater piece where, that's it. You get one shot at each scene through the night, and you got to really have it crafted and working well. Whereas this, you can change it, just subtly, depending on which take you use.
Sure.
I'd like to do what Clooney does. I'd like to say, I'll direct something, but I want to do it live. Do a live version of Prison Break.
Is that what he did? Did he do the live one?
He did. I think he did ER like that.
There was an ER. He also did. He did a black and white remake, and I can't remember what the film was about.
12 Angry Men.
And he did that live on whatever
Great
network
guy.
it is. That'd be kind of
Talk
impressive.
about flying by the seat of your pants. I
What-
mean, you got to know that thing inside and out before you put it out there.
Aside from whatever stunts you plan on doing, and
Yeah.
I'll run that by Matt Olmstead. See how.
Yeah,
how he
check it
feels
out.
about
We'd like to co-direct a live episode of Prison Break.
Hey Matt, I'm representing Wade and Robert, and they wanted to do a live episode. What's the ETA on that? I think we'll wrap it up on that. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll go ahead and dive into our meals. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for sharing some secrets.
Can I have one of your chops?
Hope you
man?
guys. Thanks, sir.
No, I like bloody red, so all to myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your
You can have
scallops.
asparagus though.
No, I don't like asparagus.
Asparagus.
I'm good.
Giddy, 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 giddy.